Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, would you please rise for the procession of the graduates and remain standing for the academic procession?
Welcome to the fall convocation of Kwantlen Polytechnic University. We are gathered here today on the traditional and unceded territories of the Coast Salish people who have lived here for millennia. Our university region includes the lands of the Kwantlen who bestowed their name on this university. We thank all of our First Nations for sharing their land and resources with us in friendship and in peace. Our elder in residence, Lekayton, is here to bless the convocation. Please remain standing.
My dear ones, students, congratulations on your 16 years of effort. I think since your parents have watched you take flight from kindergarten on, it's been a great thing to witness the career of everyone's family, people of the world, to all nations in the world where we all strive to indigenize teachings wherever we go. Remember who you are and your culture, your language. Thank the platform from the right and to the left of me who have given so much of their effort to make sure that your sons and daughters have succeeded best way they know how. It creates a whole new world, and it gives us hope that the future is brighter for our grandchildren, yours and mine. Again, congratulations to everyone. Heights of God to Kwantlen Polytechnic University for indigenizing as much as they can for we can all get here today. On my relations. Thank you. Heitska.
Thank you, Lekayton. Please stay standing for the singing of O Canada, led by Lauren Berg, a student from KPU's music program, accompanied on piano by Michael Krieber.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you, Lauren. Please be seated. I declare Kwantlen Polytechnic University's convocation in session to honor our 2019 graduates. My name is Alan Davis. I have the honor of serving as KPU's President and Vice Chancellor. Convocation means to call together by summons, and in universities, convocations are called for the conferring of degrees and for the recognition of outstanding achievement. I'd like to introduce the members of the platform party. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. KPU's Chancellor, Dr. George Melville. The members of our faculty who are here today. From the KPU Board of Governors, Taylor Lanthier and Samantha Jack, our student representatives, and former board chair, Hannah Madsen. From the KPU Foundation, Dr. Peter Podovinnikov, an honorary KPU graduate. From the KPU Alumni Association, Nancy Armitage and Mohammed Callas. Provost and Vice President Academic Dr. Sandy Vanderberg, the Vice President External Affairs Marlene Graziano, the University Registrar and Marshal of Convocation Zena Mitchell, the Dean of the Faculty of Arts Dr. Diane Purvey, and Associate Deans Drs. Greg Millard, Heather Harrison, and Shelley Boyd. The Dean of the Faculty of Trades and Technology, Brian McPerian, and Associate Dean Laura MacDonald. The Dean of the School of Business, Stephanie Howes, and Associate Deans Sharon Leach and Lauren Coots. Our Vice Provost for Teaching and Learning, Dr. Stephanie Chu, the Associate Vice Provost for Open Education, Dr. Rajiv Jangiani, University Librarian Todd Mundell, General Counsel Jennifer Dupre, and Joshua Mitchell, Senior Director for Student Affairs. We also have with us our honorary degree recipient, Jane Watt. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in acknowledging the platform party. Chancellor Melville, will you please bring greetings to the convocation?
President Davis, board members, Senate members, graduates, honored guests, family members, faculty, staff, and alumni. Welcome to Kwantlen Polytechnic University's Fall Convocation Ceremony. Today we celebrate the successes of our graduates. I'd like to extend a big congratulations to each and every one of you. You should be very proud of the work you've done and the decisions you've made that have gotten you here today. I would like to talk about two things this afternoon: pride and passion. I'm lucky. I love what I do, and I've always striven to pursue what I'm passionate about. When my peers in grade school talked about becoming doctors, astronauts, firemen, I dreamed of becoming a chartered accountant. Who would have ever thought that my dream would put me on this stage as your chancellor? I didn't know then where following that passion would lead me, but I do know this: people who are successful find success through passion. Everyone starts at the same level, and it's passion that sets you apart. So of the two things I'd like to leave with you today, one is to encourage you to find something you want to do, and the other is, when you find it, do it with passion. Today you join a community of alumni, many of whom have found great success doing just that. A number of these successes were chronicled in the most recent edition of KPU's Alumni Magazine. These include an award-winning brewmaster who was one of the first graduates of KPU's Brewing and Brewery Operations program, the owner of a neighborhood cafe in Vancouver's Mount Pleasant neighborhood. Not only did she hone her business skills in KPU's entrepreneurial leadership program, she received seed funding for her business venture from the Coast Capital Savings Youth Entrepreneurship Award. This award is available to KPU students and recent graduates. The award-winning CEO of a multi-million-dollar company operating right here in Surrey, and the journalism graduate who is now the play-by-play director, broadcaster, and media director for the Vancouver Giants hockey team. Our grads are philanthropists, critical thinkers, entrepreneurs, and global citizens. This university's alumni are representing KPU locally, nationally, and globally in an incredibly impactful way. Today you join that community, one I'm proud to be part of as a KPU alumnus. And as each of you pursue your own passions and embark on your own paths to success, I hope you join me in sharing that pride. With each of our own individual successes, we help make KPU's reputation a little bit bigger, better, and bolder. So graduates, be passionate and take pride in what you do and where you've come from. On behalf of your university, I wish you continued success. And once again, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Chancellor. Dilshan Kaur will address the convocation on behalf of the graduates. Dilshan graduates with a Bachelor of Business Administration with a major in accounting.
A life lived for yourself is a life spent. A life lived for others is a life truly lived. Good afternoon, and thank you for being here for KPU's Convocation Ceremony for Fall 2019. It's a very special occasion for all of us today. I feel really grateful for being given this opportunity to be the Convocation speaker. So thank you. There is so much I want to share today. It's hard to know where to begin, but I was told I only have 3 to 5 minutes, so I'll try to cover it. I'm going to start with sharing some things about my life at KPU first. At KPU opened endless doors to endless opportunities for me. I came to Canada from India in 2015 as an international student to get world-class education. Little did I know, it would be a life-changing moment. Besides different geography, different weather, culture, lots of rain, and much more, Canada gave me a sense of independence and self-confidence in my ability to achieve whatever I wanted. My second best move was probably choosing KPU, where I was supposed to study, and then I was supported by the faculty and my peers at every step. I received endless guidance from the instructors and my peers, which made me reflect on my goals at every stage and instilled a thirst for accomplishment in me. Thank you to everybody who has been part of my journey that ends here today at this celebration. But enough of my background now. We're here to celebrate all of us. All those nights when we sacrificed sleep and binge drank coffee to get our assignments done and pass our exams, they were worth it. In this moment, let's look back at it, smile, and move on. Now our new life begins in the real world, and we have to be really prepared for it. We are the future. We are the future, and we have the tools and the knowledge and the education to run the world. 15 years from today, I will look back at this batch of students, and I'm gonna find many of you running MNCs, multinational companies, reputable NGOs, successful startups, and happy homes. Now we are at a stage where our school and our education has prepared us to step confidently into our futures, just like when our parents guided us how to walk when we were little kids. So congratulations to all my fellow graduates. I did bring up with some tips, which we need to remember. I'm not gonna give all of them, just 3. My first one is make priorities and put yourself on the top of that list, along with your family. No matter what we do, where we go, we have to stay true to our roots. We have to stay grounded, because that is the only way to become one with the universe and embrace ourselves and thrive. My second is, remember the quote I opened with? A life is honestly well lived when we're of service to others. Be it your family, friends, acquaintances, colleagues, mentors, mentees, even strangers. Be someone else's support and see the magic happen. You will have built yourself a spider web of your own support system, and you will be grateful for that. Lastly, be gritty, have passion, and be persistent to channel your passion into a lifestyle. The power of perseverance and strength is incredible. It takes time to build it, but once you have it, you are going to be unstoppable. So my friends, be ready to open your beautiful book of this real life and write your own chapter in it. Before I say goodbye, I would love to thank some people who won the best supportive role in the story of my life so far. I'm gonna start by God. Thank you, God, for blessing me with so much strength to keep going, to overcome my failures and fears, and to give me a passion to use as a fuel. Secondly, I want to thank my family, and I have 2 families. I have 1 family in India and 1 family in Canada. My dad is here all the way. He flew from India to see me graduate. So thank you, Dad, for making it here. You're representing my whole family, my mom, my brother, my chacha, my chachi, my grandma. I owe them so much. They gave me wings to fly, and I love you all. My Canadian family, my Pooji and my sister Sonu, they're right here. When I first arrived in Canada, they provided me with incredible support. They made me familiar with the Canadian ways, and they're still standing strong with me today. So thank you. My friends, Karen Lally, she's here as well, Henry Flowers and Sam Garzito, they couldn't make it here, but I'm sure they're watching it live. I'm so grateful for all the energy you people bring in my life, and you have always pushed me to think outside the box, so I'm grateful for your brains and you as well. My former boss and my forever mentor, Adrian Kubas, sitting over there, thank you for coming today, Adrian. You never forget to show up for me, so I'm eternally grateful for that. Now, KPU faculty and School of Business. I have no words to express my gratitude. I'm privileged to be KPU's ambassador. They had so much faith in me. They sent me all around the country to represent KPU, and I'm so glad that they were able to trust me. Dean Stephanie, thank you for your support over the last year. KPU accounting faculty, Sam Newton and Taryn Gregg, thanks for your endless guidance along the way. Learning Center, Lynn Ben and Harpreet Sandhu, thank you so much for supporting me in my first 3 years at university. And Co-op Office, Michelle Matheson, Lindsay Wood, and Candy Ho. These three were my pillars of strength when I was going through CPA Recruit. And lastly, all of you, my peers. Know it or not, I'm inspired by each and every one of you. I might know some of you, I might not know some of you, I might not even know some of your names, but I'm a very keen observer, and I always watch and learn from people, and there are so many moments in my KPU life where I was influenced by my peers, and I didn't even know them. So thank you for being here and do what you do and inspiring me in direct and indirect ways. Well, now I'm gonna close by saying, go out there, conquer this world, take your share for it, work hard for it, and leave it better than you found it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dilshan. Each year, KPU awards honorary doctoral degrees for outstanding and sustained achievement in our community by people within and outside the university who reflect our values, who represent the very best in citizenship through leadership, academic endeavor, creativity, public service, advocacy, entrepreneurship, a legacy of respect and understanding towards others, and for humanitarian contributions. The degrees are awarded honoris causa for the sake of honor. I have the privilege of introducing to you today Jane Watt, who has been selected and approved by the Senate of Kwantlen Polytechnic University to receive the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa in recognition of her community and public service. An accomplished researcher, book producer, historical consultant, and award-winning writer and editor, Jane Watt has made an invaluable contribution to capturing the varied history of British Columbia. She is engaged and worked with a variety of individuals and organizations, ranging from the business world to nonprofits to government. As the past president of the British Columbia Historical Federation, an umbrella organization of more than 100 affiliated heritage organizations in BC that research, promote, and preserve the province's history, she continues to work tirelessly supporting local history across the province. Under her leadership, the BC Historical Federation was able to embrace new technologies and online services to help meet the needs of members and engage with a wider audience, boosting the reputation and impact of the organization. Jane's work is always based on collaboration, and is always interdisciplinary and draws upon local knowledge. Her 2006 book, High Water: Living with the Fraser Floods, has become a valued resource both for historians and municipal planners as the region contends with the seasonal moods of the Fraser River and climate change. She is a regular speaker throughout the region, conducting workshops and seminars for the Township of Langley, School District 34 and 35, the Langley Heritage Society, the Surrey Libraries, and Metro Vancouver Parks, among others. A recent project, Surrey, a City of Stories, has been recognized with a Heritage BC Award and was a finalist for the BC Book Prize. The book is in every school in Surrey, both public and private, as well as in all Surrey public libraries. Jane's passion and exemplary efforts as a scholar and mentor continue to demonstrate the importance of knowing our own history, and her work continues to inspire new generations. She is herself a scholar, having obtained a BA and an MA and a PhD in English, her PhD from the University of Alberta. But today, for her contributions to history and to this region, history of this region and beyond, and to her community, Chancellor Melville, I present to you Jane Watt, Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
Okay. Can we all hear back there? Yeah? Okay. So I'm super delighted to be here. I'm very humbled and grateful to be recognized for my work. But I also today want to honor each of you and the many paths that you have taken to get here. The long days, the late nights, the rain, and the work beyond the work that you did in your studies. You are the part-time jobbers, the summer interns, the data entry clerks, the diggers and cleaners, the waiters, the gas jockeys, the stocking clerks, the hamburger flippers, and the smoothie makers. You have done what it takes to get the job done, and then you've studied on top of that. So give yourself a huge pat on the back for the completion of this phase, at least, of your journey. So I'm a historian, but I also want to do so much more than gather together a single chronological narrative in my work. I was the fourth child in a family of 6 children, and 5 of us were born in 7 years. The little lady that was responsible for that is in the front row here. But so you can imagine that getting away from home and getting back to home was a bit of a circus. And I always, always, always hoped that I would be overlooked just for a little while and left behind in a department store when it closed. Maybe Woodward's or Sears or the Bay. I would go to the food floor and get a snack. I would go to the furniture department, jump on all the beds, try out the couches and easy chairs, and spend time just looking at the curated collections of things that were on the shelves and on the tabletops in the department store. And you know, when I go to any library or archives today, I still have that same feeling of wonder at the human richness and possibility that is stored inside. It's this deep respect for the range of human experience and the possibility of human endeavor right here and nearby us that fuels my work. I've also learned how quickly knowledge is lost and how much it matters. And I'm lucky to be able to spend my life talking with people, creating evidence from story, feeling the uniqueness of each life and the uncharted paths taken and charted. I've been able to learn from living bookshelves those incredible people who carry knowledge within them. And we have one here. We have many on the stage, and we have one here, the elder Lakaton, who carries and literally embodies knowledge of quantum life way back. His words offer threads of connection between people here today and ancient places and artifacts also here, made by ancestors long ago. I've also been really lucky to be able to learn about this place from people whose families came from across the world and made a home here, and bringing with them objects, recollections, lifeways, and visual traditions from many cultures. Their reach for this new home has woven a fabric of 100, maybe 150 languages into the everyday life of modern Surrey. Think of that. About 10 years ago, I was with my brother and my kids in a hot springs near his home. He lives in the Kootenays. The main hot springs pool was very quiet. It was hot and silent. And it was very serious. So we were in a cooler family pool down a couple of steps and away from the center. And I think it might have been a moment of madness on his part, or maybe it was joy that overcame him. And he began to whack his pool noodle, which he'd been floating around on the surface of the water. Thwack, thwack, thwack. It's very loud. It was a new sound in all that order and silence. It was loud, and it was really refreshing. And almost immediately at that point, from a doorway, or maybe it was a crevice, I'm not sure, a figure appeared, and it's a person that we still call Mrs. No. She told my brother he was not to engage in such behavior, and she turned her back. Of course, being my brother, he did an experimental thwack to see what would happen. Same results. For the comfort of others, she said. For the comfort of others, he must not go on. She stayed nearby, and she kept us under surveillance. An arm lift or a slight levitation of the noodle would invoke a warning, and eventually he stopped. I have dared to hope recently that we are recovering from the spirit of Mrs. No that has long permeated the practice of history, especially local history, supporting rigid disciplinary and ethnic boundaries, siphoning off curiosity, joy, and connection across difference that ideally should power it, and insisting always on the comfort of those people already well represented on its pages. So I ask us, let's say no to Mrs. No. Let's give that silent and orderly and rigid idea of history a vacation for a while, and let's insist on its fullest expressions, not just the Latin root that calls forth a chronological narrative, but also its histos, its living tissue, its web, and its weave. And finally, let's roll in a bit of hist, a disruptive sound used to attract attention. So let's help this new history, and I guess I'm a historian, become a full-bodied, multi-voiced, multimedia extravaganza that speaks of and from the past to human history today. So as you step away from your experience here, be a historian of life. Go up the steps into the silent center of things. Follow your joy. Remember always the weave of your connections, and feed your curiosity. And finally, make a little noise. Thank you very much.
Okay, let's say no to Mrs. No after Convocation. We will now certify the graduands. Would the graduands please rise? Chancellor Melville, it is with great pleasure that I hereby certify that the graduands here present and those in absentia have met the requirements for the credentials to be presented this day as prescribed by the Senate of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, and I ask that you confer upon them their credentials.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the statutes of the Province of British Columbia, and upon the recommendation of the Senate and the Registrar of Kwantlen Polytechnic University, I confer upon you the credential to which you are entitled, and invest you with all the rights and privileges, powers, and responsibilities pertaining to the credential. In keeping with the tradition of university convocations, please move your tassels from the right to the left side. Congratulations to all of you. You may be seated.
Well, this is the moment you've been waiting for. We are now going to present each of our graduates to the convocation. Joshua Mitchell, Senior Director of Student Affairs, will present the graduates, assisted by Zena Mitchell, the University Registrar. Offering congratulations to each graduate as they cross the stage will be myself, with the presentation of a commemorative medal, Chancellor Melville, the deans of the faculties being presented, and each graduate will be presented with an invitation on behalf of the KPU Alumni Association. Graduates, I'll ask that you return to your seats as directed by the marshals. We'll try to keep this orderly, and please stay until everyone has been presented. But vocal encouragement of your favorite graduate is very welcome. This is, after all, a celebration. Joshua, when you're ready.
Thank you, President Davis. We will now recognize the graduates of the Faculty of Arts. Bachelor of Arts, Honors in Criminology, Jagmeet Johal. Bachelor of Arts in Double Minor, Baljit Kaur Bains. Avneet Kaur Basra. Emiko Fukui. Diana Carolina Pineda. With distinction, Alicia Saggers. With distinction, Olivia Zander. Bachelor of Arts in Anthropology. With distinction, Brooks Kenneth Ross Garrett. Rachel Elizabeth Marchinku. Sydney May Moroso. Bachelor of Arts in Criminology, Faishala Akansanmi. Sumer Bachu. With distinction, Chelsea Brianna Blackwell. Kun Bon Chan. Kevin Chang. Melinda Epifano. Perry Gauvin. Harleen Kaur Gill. Colin Frank Graff. Dylan Thomas Humiston. Ravina Kaur. Alicia Azwin Khan. Sebastian Laverde. Gurveer Kaur. Harman Mann. Cole Douglas Cyril McClelland. Brianne Powell. Richard Paulo Villanueva. Sean Patrick Wetherill. Bachelor of Arts in Political Science, Kanisha Dewar. Danielle Marie Mayhew. Aranjit Singh Sohal. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Arthi Reddy Bathula. Sharon Joan Berg. Zainab Mahmood Chandal. Nancy Suzanne Crawford. Corey Singh Dhaliwal. Simran Kaur Dillon. Scott Fiala. Alejandra Gadea Lopez. Shahan Gill. Anna Lee. Paige Price. Mackenzie Taylor Stanky. Kiranjot Kaur Tiara. Jinchang Zhong. Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, Prabjot Baya. Jenna Sickmuller. Bachelor of Journalism, Jamie Hoholuk. Amelie Labukan. Sarah Grace Chouchard. Aileen Vu Tran. Bachelor of Science in Applied Psychology, Jian D. Joseph Eng. Afnan Sadiq. Associate of Arts degree in Criminology, Prachi Deer. Associate of Arts degree in Psychology, Shashal Deep Kaur. Jasmine Kaur. Tejinder Sandhu. Arushi Suneja. Parispreet Sekon. Chancellor Melville, I present to you the graduates of the Faculty of Arts. We will now recognize the graduates of the Faculty of Trades and Technology. Certificate in Advanced Farrier Training with distinction, Jessica Amber Hogler. With distinction, Kira Roach. Chancellor Melville, I present to you the graduates of the Faculty of Trades and Technology. We will now recognize the graduates of the School of Business. Post-Baccalaureate Diploma in Accounting, Ahmad Al-Masri. Manisha Anand. Nuzika Fortune. Manjot Singh Gill. Jatin Gupta. Nancy Kaura. Prabjot. Manpreet Kaur Sandhu. With distinction, Manpreet Kaur Sidhu. Bachelor of Business Administration in Accounting, Essa Saad Almater. Imad Ahmed Al-Rafai. Alia Salah Al-Rafai. Jasdeep Singh Bains. Chian Yun Chen. Ho Tak Chu. Maravik Dawes Abunda. Gurkiran Dillon. Chen Bo Dong. Xia Hui Dong. Hari Singh Dusange. Q Rachel Fan. Paramveer Singh Gill. Sabrina Gill. Dilshan Kaur Mocha. Anirudh Kumar. Michael Lau. Yingchen Li. Zihao Liu. Domini Lauren Tanunleong Maceda. Manveer Kaur Mali. Prableen Matu. Joanne Paula Montero. Stephen Nguyen. Hayden Kai Robertson. Sharvika Sabaswaran. Navkiran Sandhu. Sandish Singh. Dalveer Singh Tour. Milan Singh Tour. Denny Lee Tran. Meng Chiang Wang. Xiaotong Wang. Ziming Wang. Christina Dawn Wilcox. Madison Wong. Danlu Zhang. Diploma in Accounting. Jaskaran Singh Bao. With distinction, Ashnur Garcha. Shubneet Kaur Grewal. Gurwant Singh. Harjit Kaur. Bochi Huang. Kirandeep Kaur. Simranjit Kaur. Jaskaran Singh. Mahar Noor Singh. Jagveer Vadra. Chancellor Melville, I present to you the graduates of the School of Business, and this concludes the presentation of our graduates.
Well, graduates, I'm going to give you a chance now to acknowledge your family and friends who supported you during your studies. So please stand up, turn around, and make some noise. Thank you. All right, sit down. It's enough of that. Our Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Sandy Vanderberg, will present the Student Awards.
Thank you. The President's Outstanding Graduate Award is meant to encourage KPU students in all fields of study to excel in their program of choice and participate in university, student, and community activities that benefit others. The President's Outstanding Graduate Award in the Bachelor's Degree program is awarded to Perry Govan. Perry started his education at KPU in 2011. After taking time away from his studies, Perry returned with a renewed sense of perseverance, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts, major in criminology, with a 3.72 grade point average. Wow. Through the course of education, Perry not only explored criminology in depth, but he also completed a practicum that led to full-time employment and developed a high level of empathy, intellectual curiosity, and a desire to help others. An active volunteer, Perry is eager to inspire others in the community, believing that the most powerful learning comes from shared experiences. Congratulations, Perry.
Nancy Armitage will now provide a welcome to the newest members of the KPU alumni community.
Thank you, President Davis. Good afternoon, everybody. What an exciting day. I address you today as the Executive Director of the KPU Alumni Association and extend my sincerest congratulations to you and your families on behalf of your alumni community. The word alumni is derived from a Latin word meaning to nourish or foster. And as you leave your student status behind and become alumni of this institution, I hope you will remember your time at KPU as a place where your mind was nourished and your worldview fostered and expanded by the education you received. Just when you thought your journey at KPU had come to an end, I'm here to tell you that as new alumni, this is just the beginning. You are all now part of a vast alumni community of over 57,000 graduates. Our alumni are all over the world doing some amazing things, and we welcome you to this community where you can inspire and be inspired by your fellow graduates. Being a part of this alumni family is your lifelong connection to KPU. The KPU Alumni Association is dedicated to helping you stay connected and providing you with meaningful benefits and services and privileges. Being alumni also makes you KPU ambassadors. Your success will be our success. Your individual accomplishments give this university its character, and we relish the idea of sharing and hearing your stories. You've received a fantastic education from this university, and we look forward to celebrating your future successes. It is our wish for you that you carry the KPU banner proudly as you embark on the next part of your journey. We wish you all success upon your graduation and look forward to staying in touch with each of you. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Nancy. Well, I would like to close with a few words specifically about this university and its importance to our community within the context of the crucial role that universities of all shapes and sizes play in our society. KPU is a university for our times, a polytechnic university, open and accessible and relevant to both local needs and to the global issues of our society. A university that is driven by teaching and learning, enriched by our research and scholarship, and engaged with our communities. Our mission is to create opportunities for all learners to achieve success and to prepare them for rewarding work, for engaged citizenship, and for a lifetime of continued learning. And certainly all the evidence we have from employers and alumni is that we achieve these goals in many ways. And beyond that, we're part of a global community of thousands of universities founded upon and dedicated to the great ideals of civilization: liberty, truth, sustainability, beauty, and justice. and they respect and preserve culture and language and ideas and inspire their learners and others to do the same and to become active agents in creating a better world, whatever their field of study. In order to do this, universities have for centuries cherished their autonomy and the academic freedom of their faculty and their learners, and their right and responsibility to always question the status quo and to explore new knowledge while tackling complex issues, and to do so respectfully, ethically, and thoughtfully. At KPU, though still quite young as a university, we continue this tradition, and not just by dressing up twice a year like extras in a Harry Potter movie. There are serious reasons for the pomp and ceremony here at Convocation, in addition to being, we hope, an appropriate celebration of your success. It reminds us of all the hard-won freedoms that universities continue to protect and foster on behalf of society. So, keep up the tradition, and whatever your line of work, try always to be open, skeptical, questioning, courageous, respectful, and kind. All of us here have had the honor and the privilege of helping each of you along the way in reaching your educational goals. Thank you for choosing us. Friends and family, thank you for all you have done in supporting our graduates and for being here today. Dilshan, thank you so much for your wonderful speech and what you shared with us. And your dad is in the audience from India. Can he stand up? Can Dilshan's dad stand up? Thank you very much, sir, for being here today. I think there are many others also who've come a long way to see their graduates today. Thank you so much for being here. And Dr. Watt, thank you so much for agreeing to be part of the KPU family. Now that we've given you an honorary degree, we'll be bugging you all the time. We loved your speech, and we'll say no to Mrs. No many times, I'm sure. And if you've never read or got a copy of Surrey, A City of Stories, you really must. It really is the most wonderful book, and once you open it, you can't put it down. And it's not just the incredible pictures from many years gone by, but also the words that describe the incredibly rich history of our community right here. So graduates, go forth. If you haven't got one already, take the advice my father gave to me when I graduated, those 3 little words that mean so much. Get a job. This concludes our convocation. I'd like to thank all those who've been involved in the planning and execution of this week's ceremonies, and I invite you to join us in the reception across the way in Surrey, Maine, for hugs and photographs. Chancellor Melville, please dismiss the convocation. Please stand and remain standing until the platform party and the graduates have exited the convocation.
In honor of our deep respect for the Kwantlen First Nation, I offer this blessing in harmony with and with deep respect for the many faiths and philosophic traditions represented here today. As you continue on life's journey, may you walk tirelessly. May the Creator walk with you. May His peace be in your minds. May her love be in your hearts. All my relations. I declare this convocation dismissed.